People think revenge means yelling, or exposing someone publicly, or finally fighting back. But the most powerful revenge I ever got was doing nothing. I didn't confront my sister. I didn't warn her. I didn't attack her. I just stopped protecting her and watched her destroy herself.
My sister is 4 years older than me, and growing up, she made sure I never forgot it. She was loud, confident, and always had something to say. Adults listened to her. They praised her. She knew how to take up space. I was the opposite, quiet, awkward, always reading or staying in my room. She picked on everything about me, the way I dressed, the way I talked, the way I cried when things hurt. In front of our cousins, she'd make jokes about me and laugh like it was entertainment. If I tried to defend myself, she'd lean in and say I was ruining the joke. My parents rarely stepped in. They said siblings fight. They told me to toughen up. They said she didn't mean it. So I learned early that reacting only made things worse. I learned how to disappear while still sitting at the table. If you've ever grown up with a sibling who was never held accountable, you'll understand this part. Teenage years were brutal. She went through my things without asking, read my private messages, shared secrets I begged her to keep. At school, she'd point me out in hallways, making comments about my looks or my friends. When my anxiety got bad, she called me dramatic. When I failed at something, she brought it up for years like proof that she was right about me. The worst part wasn't even what she did. It was that everyone believed her version of me. Slowly, I started believing it too, that I was weak, that I wasn't capable, that my role was to stay small. Meanwhile, she thrived. Attention followed her everywhere. By the time we were adults, the family already had us figured out. She was the strong, successful one. I was the sensitive mess, and she made sure it stayed that way. What she never noticed was that I stopped shrinking. I started watching. She loved talking about herself, especially about her shortcuts, her little lies, how she bent rules at work, how she always got what she wanted if she played people the right way. She told me everything. Why? Because in her mind I was harmless. I helped her whenever she asked. I watched her kids. I covered for her when she was late. I listened when she complained. She thought I was loyal and weak. Then came the moment that changed everything. At a family gathering, she laughed and said, "Yeah, she never really amounted to much." The room went quiet. I didn't cry, I didn't argue. Something inside me just shut off. That was the moment I realized I didn't need to fight her. I just needed to stop saving her. I didn't plan revenge. I didn't threaten her. I didn't confront her. I simply stopped lying. Months later, when her reputation actually mattered, questions started coming up. Small ones at first, and I answered honestly, calmly, without emotion. When needed, I showed messages she herself had sent me, dates, screenshots, exact words. I didn't exaggerate. I didn't add opinions. I let her words speak for her. Watching her panic was surreal. First she laughed like it was nothing, then she tried to blame me, then she went completely silent. For the first time in my life she looked small. After that, everything changed. She stopped mocking me. She stopped making jokes. She barely speaks to me now. Some family members think I went too far. They say I should have protected her, that I should have stayed quiet. But for the first time ever, I feel light. I didn't explode. I didn't become cruel. I didn't turn into the villain she always painted me as. I simply stepped aside and let her own behavior speak. I didn't become stronger by hurting her. I became stronger by finally choosing myself.